And then you can catch me on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediaco.com today. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live with your girl, MzMetchi. Brought to you by Philly 101.5 and Indie 95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and MzWTT, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in, and right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi. All right, hey man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi, and I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Ah! Oh,
Fabo! Hey y'all. Come on in. I'm just jamming real quick. It's the week before Thanksgiving, baby. We having a good time. Hi, Tracy. Thank you for tuning in. We just gonna jam real quick because I want to give y'all a moment to get your cocktails. You know I have mine already. And my pimped out blueprint. I'm gonna put that down. We gotta revisit that for later. Y'all know, so the song, y'all know this is one of my favorites, okay? And with it being a week out to Thanksgiving, baby, I had to play the Thankful for Today by Not Them. Shout out to them, okay? Shout out. That's one of my groups. They are definitely on the Blueprint Live playlist, which, you know, look, all my artists that I played and that have come on the show to grace my platform, everyone is on the Blueprint Live playlist. So that is exclusively on Spotify. Make sure that you go and follow it. Like I try to tell y'all, I'm like, look, I like to look out for the artists. Okay. I love them. And again, if you want to go ahead and put that on your playlist, that was Not Them, Thankful for Today. Okay. In which you all should be thankful. Everyone should be thankful. Okay. I want to go ahead and shout out all my listeners that are tuning in from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and Houston. Okay. I see you all, and I thank you so much for tuning in with me every week. And y'all know last week we had a ball, and this week, baby, it is no different. Okay. Because I got a real special guest. Y'all just hold on. Stick with me real quick. If you are interested in advertising with me, make sure that you go and visit the bpmediaco.com, or you can go to MzMetchi.com, baby. It's all going to direct you. Go ahead, advertise with me. Remember, I'm here to get out what you have going on. It's not about me. God didn't give me this for me. It's for you, okay? So I need you all to go ahead, get in tune with me, and let's get it together, okay? And, of course, I have to shout out my amazing radio partners, Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media, okay? Y'all know they be rocking with your girl, okay? And I love them. So you all make sure after tonight's show, if you are following me on Facebook and YouTube, everything is going to be hyperlinked, even my special guests tonight. So I want you all to go and follow them. Subscribe to their YouTube channels, okay? Follow them on social media, because if you're an artist, a business owner, you're looking to promote what you have going on right now, it's multiple avenues for you to get it out there, okay? So don't say I didn't tell you. And of course, my amazing sponsors, okay? Shout out to Black Dollar Days, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions, okay? Again, go and follow everybody. Paris Ice Bar, her cocktails, you can literally fly her out and she will make the cocktails for you. My sponsors are off the chain, okay? Tonight, we are going to be chatting about spotting and handling shady people, okay? This topic, shout out to my auntie Tracy. She was the one that induced this particular topic this week. Not that she's shady, but it happened to come up in conversation. And I'm like, you know what? we need to talk about how you can spot those people out and handle that in an instant. Okay, so make sure that you all tune in for tonight's topic. Okay, because it's going all the way down. Now tonight, I am so excited about my guest. Look, I was about to bang on the table. I'm excited. If you all have been following me, which if you haven't, I don't know why, but we're giving grace. Okay, again, it's almost Thanksgiving, but I have Corey Ether joining me, and I was just telling him before I clicked on live, I was like, this particular interview and us sitting down talking with each other has been long overdue. When I tell you that he is probably from our area, one of the most dynamic artists and multifaceted individuals that I've ran into in a very long time. I mean, he's a DJ, he's a producer, a fashion designer, okay? He's producing the records for the people, okay? And he's an artist himself. And you all know what's one of our favorite songs from Corey Ether, because y'all know, even though he haven't been on the show until tonight, one of our favorites is The Brown Skin, okay? Because we was feeling ourselves when that song came out. And for those my long time the Blueprint Live people, y'all know that was our song, that was our vibe. Okay, that was the vibe. So I'm excited to go ahead and bring on Corey Ether tonight. Corey, if you ready to go, can I get a thumbs up? Can I get a thumbs up? Yeah. Okay. I think he is ready to go. Let me go ahead and bring him on now. What's up?
Happy New Year.
I know, right? Happy New Year. All of the holidays. It's been a long time.
It's been a while. How are you?
I am doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm okay. Sage.
Look, we have Sage, his beautiful baby girl. Okay.
Hi. Come here, get in the camera.
You know she is so cute. Look, and you know, Corey, all of your Facebook friends, you know, we watched her grow up too. We like proud aunties and uncles over here.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Well, look, I'm excited that you, were able to come on because, sir, you've been busy.
Yeah, I got to keep the lights on. I got a spoiled child here.
Look, it's almost the holidays.
She's eating a popsicle, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's okay. Look, you gotta keep her satisfied, right?
For sure.
Well, I really just wanted to jump in with you because, like I said, I met you several years ago, and we always run into each other, always show love, and I appreciate you. But sir, I didn't know that you had your hand in so many different things, sir.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to be reminded.
Okay.
I'm a self-starter. I think around the time you and I met, I think it was like 2018 maybe or something like that, or 2019.
I think it was 19. Yeah.
It was definitely 2019. So I got fired from my last job that year.
Okay.
So yeah, when that happened, I was already kind of doing my thing already as far as like with music and things of that nature. I had opened up the studio, and like probably a month after I opened up the studio, that's when I got fired from my job.
Okay.
Right. So I haven't really punched the clock since then. I don't even know how to apply for a job now, right?
Spend some of that this way.
I don't even know what to tell them on an application if they ask me, like, why do you want to work here?
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful. It's a lot of hard work.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have my hands in a bunch of different things because it kind of like makes everything work.
Absolutely.
Properly, right. So like,
right.
And everything that I do, I love. So like when it comes to making music, I love music. I'm a musician first.
Okay.
Started producing first, right?
Yeah.
And I've been an artist as long as I've been a producer, and then producing for other people. Chill, I'm working.
Yeah.
So producer for other people, and then even being a designer. I became a designer because being an independent artist, it gets pretty expensive trying to keep up with the Joneses, right?
Right.
So I thought it was important to, I was like, I would rather wear my own stuff. I felt like having my own brand was a conversation starter. So when people see Ether, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They want to know what it is, who it is.
Who it is, what it is, and that's a cool conversation starter. So, and by the grace of God, I won an award this year,
Yeah.
the Chicago Men's Fashion Award,
Hmm.
presented by the Chicago Costume Council, which is pretty cool because it's actually the first award I've ever won, like outside of school, like for the things that I do now, right?
Okay.
And
Wait a minute. Congratulations. We can't wait a minute. We gotta woo. Corey, when I saw that, and not even to cut, when I saw that, I was so proud of you. Like literally, I was just like this. I'm like, he deserves it because your fashion line is off the chain. I
thank
love
you,
it.
thank you. Yeah, I got into it because, like I said, I didn't want to look like anybody else and everybody
Mhm.
else. It was easier for me to put on my own stuff instead of somebody else's, right? Like I could wear my
Right.
stuff as many times as I want to, right? Um,
Exactly.
so when I started wearing my own stuff, I just wore it for me, but then other people wanted to wear my stuff too, right? So I built like my Shopify store and my site and all that cool stuff, right?
Right.
Um, Even furthermore, when I won the award, I was nominated amongst like 50 or 60 other fashionable gentlemen in Chicago. Um, so when I got the email that I won, I was like, oh, I was one of 10 winners. So being one of 10 winners um, was pretty a big deal. Uh, Period. Right. So
Hmm.
when I won, we had the event was at the Chicago History Museum, which was pretty cool. I got to perform there. I got to, I was presented with the actual award. Even prior to that, I was actually on Channel 9 and Channel 5
I'm
for the
trying to
actual.
get back to you. It's giving me a hard time
It's
here.
all good. It's all good. You do you.
But I want them to hear about you because it's about you tonight.
Oh, for sure. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, so I was like on Channel 9, Channel 5. They were talking about the brand and things of that nature. Um,
Okay.
it was a really exciting experience. It kind of I felt like Kanye in 2004, like being on the music side and the fashion side, right?
Right.
And being Chicago, right? Um, so it was a really cool experience. It kind of just told me like I'm moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
Um, and then I even put out an album this year as well called Resilient. And
Okay.
this is the first album I've put out since 2019, which is the year Sage was born, because my
Okay.
first album was called Art of Sage. Um, and then I hadn't put out an album since then. I just put out different singles such as Brown Skin, such as
That was
my
my favorite.
my Aunt
One of
Jane's
them.
too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shouts to my Aunt Janine. It was her favorite as well. So I just I love what I do. It does not feel like work, right? Like
Right.
if I'm not working and I built a studio in my house, so it's like if I'm not making music, if I'm not designing clothes, if I'm not DJing somewhere, I'm DJing literally like every weekend for the most part.
Yeah, I know you always share your gigs and stuff. I'm like, okay. I'm like, we need to go to the
I
bar.
don't always. I share I show, but I don't like. I'm outside more than I post,
Okay.
and I kind
Okay.
of and it's kind of like when people see me, like if I'm in DJ mode, they don't know that I'm an artist, producer,
Okay.
designer,
Okay.
right? If
Right.
I'm an artist producer mode, they don't always know I'm a DJ. So
Okay.
it's really cool to be able to introduce myself to people uh, wearing the different hats that I wear. You know what I mean? So sometimes people might meet me in the basis of me being a DJ. Some people might meet me being an artist. Some people might be me being a producer. Some people might meet me being a designer. So it's truly a blessing. And I'm grateful. There you are.
Inspirations. I'm here. What are some of what are some of your musical inspirations? Because of course, I listened to your first project, and I was able to, I did listen to majority of the latest project, and I just wanted to know how, some of those influences as far as for both of those projects. What were those for you?
Life experiences. I've been a musician for a long time because I think I got it from my. I ain't gonna say I think I got it from my mother. My
Okay.
mother musician. My mother plays the piano. She plays the clarinet. She plays the flute. Right.
Right.
So it was almost as if it were like instilled in me. And then my mother and my father are huge consumers of music, like Prince and Marvin Gaye.
Okay. The greats.
Yeah, they're great. So so hearing this all the time and just being inspired to make my own stuff. Like I just felt like it was only the right way to go, and I felt like musically was probably the best way that I could express myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm a very private person, so I don't put all my private business on social media.
If you
Like
go to his page, it's jokes and notes. Okay.
notes and stage. That's it. You know what I mean? I haven't even posted a woman that I'm dating since 2015, maybe.
Okay.
Right?
I can
So,
understand that. You got to protect your peace. Okay.
I mean, it's that. I think the next time I might post a woman I'm dating is probably the day of my wedding.
I'm not mad at that. And we're gonna be right there cheering you along. Like, congratulations.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But basically moving the way that I move, I don't really think about it as far as I move based on me making it already.
Okay.
Like I move as if I am wealthy and famous and all that cool stuff, right?
Right.
But I'm big on being an inspiration
Mm-hmm.
to like to others, and just being a stand-up man for
That's right.
myself and for my daughter. You know what I mean? Sage is all children are very observant,
Yeah.
but being a certain type of man in her eyes, it means a lot to me.
Absolutely.
Right? Like it's a big deal for me to be an example to her and for her. So that
That's
way,
right.
when she gets out here into the world, she kind of know how certain things look. Not saying that daddy is perfect, but she'll be like, "Daddy ain't played. Daddy was fun. Daddy took me
Right.
DJing. Daddy had me in ether.
That's
Dad,
right.
Daddy taught me how to make music, all types of stuff." So she's honestly into those things too. She loves music. She
Okay.
loves to DJ and she loves to dress, be all fancy and stuff. So I kind of got her little ether stuff these days when she goes to school and whatnot. So everybody knows whose child she is, right?
That's right. That's right. Like that is his child. And speaking of which, I wanted to jump into with your fashion line because you also, I was looking. I had to peruse. Okay, it's getting time to shop. Black Friday coming up, y'all. But
For
I
sure.
looked on there, and you have like an array of clothing. So you have clothes for the kids, men, women, everybody. I'm like, and
Everybody,
you looked out for us too, the plus size
everybody,
girl.
all y'all,
Yeah,
everybody. I didn't want to discriminate. I have everything from hats, jackets, hoodies, bathing
bathing
suits.
suits.
I have shoes, t-shirts. I even created ether underwear that are not on the site yet. I have what's that? Beach towels,
Okay.
pillows, blanket. I have a lot of stuff, right?
Right.
Um, and it's not going to stop there. Not gonna lie. If I could, you might see a ether fragrance one day.
Okay.
I like to smell nice. I like to wash up. You know what I'm saying? And
Because some of them don't be washing up, Corey. That's the problem. And
yeah,
that's the problem for
they be
me.
ranging off. They be ranging off. You know what I'm saying? You got to put a little Dove soap with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Just a dab of soap. You know what I mean? And but yeah, God is good.
he is all the time. Yeah, I love to hear it. I like to see the expansion, and I mean, I think from my perspective, is just being one of your friends that although we met through just different industries and everything, is just seeing like the growth of your brand and how you are expanding. I think what a lot of the times, artists specifically, they don't understand that they can do more than just the music. I mean, you see a lot of the people who are already mainstream that like you said, they have fragrances, they have cookbooks and all of these different things. It's all about getting those multiple streams in so that you can really be successful and live without any worries, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm one of those people, like, music is important to me, but again, like, I think that people like to hear you, but people love to see you. So I make certain that, like, people see what's going on, right?
Okay. Right.
Like, one of those people, like, you have to kind of do it right the first time. You can't just put out something prematurely or whatever. So I want every time I put something out, I want it to be at a greater quality than the last time I did.
Absolutely.
And I feel like, you know, I would just tell anybody that no matter what you want to do, you need to take it as serious as you want to be taken.
Okay. Corey, you got to drop some gems on these people tonight. So,
yeah,
okay.
like, people want to be taken serious, but they don't take themselves serious, right? People to be invested in, but they haven't invested in themselves for real. And they think that talent is just it. And you know what I mean? I love my city. I love Chicago, and I'm in quite a few different rooms and stuff, right? And I will say there are levels to it. Like, I'm not one of those people where I need to be seen in public at the same place every week doing the same things, because your price never goes up like that. So you have to make people miss you, but when they see you, you always have something fresh that you're doing.
Exactly.
And honestly, like, that's, in my opinion, that's how you keep the price going up and things of that nature. I even have other, like, rules. I have rules when I move out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't sleep with women I work with. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things I don't do. My name means more to me than money.
That's right.
My name means way more to me than money. Like, the money comes, it goes, but you know, shit, you look at Diddy right now. He got allegations out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's going through a rough time,
and he put people through a rough time, right? Allegedly, and it's like, with all that money, things of that nature, it's like your name has to be clean. Your name, it doesn't mean that you have to be perfect in everybody's eyes, but you have to keep your name clean out here if you want to be heard in certain rooms. Because I'll be honest with you, like, when I think about the places that I've been and things I've done, like, I went on tour last year, like a 10-city tour last summer.
Okay.
Out of LA, Phoenix, Houston, Atlanta.
Okay, you were out on the West Coast taking over, huh?
Slight, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to be heard.
She said, "Put some respect on your name." Okay, put some respect on his name.
Yeah. So I just like to get the job done.
Right.
And honestly, like, I even look like I was telling you a second ago, like, I don't even know how to apply for a job now. I'm not saying that I can't go fill out an application or I'm too good to fill out an application, but I've never worked for anybody that has paid me what I'm worth. And paying myself now, like, I don't think I could ever go back to getting paid every 2 weeks. Or it just is like, now it's like you have to send a deposit for me to even put you on the calendar.
Okay. Look, Corey, say it for the people in the back. Say it for the people in the back, because
you can't make it to my calendar without sending a deposit first. I'm so serious. I don't leave the house for free because it costs to leave the house. And leaving a house is expensive these days. So
leaving the house is a minimum of $100 to $300 a day.
I don't. Oh man, it's expensive in a house. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't drink, so it's like, if I'm going somewhere, like, I have to, like, really want to be there. I have to want to be there. I just don't go places just to say, "Oh, hey, I'm here," because everybody else is here. Like, I don't do that.
Right.
I think,
and I understand that.
Yeah, like for real, like a lot of people want to be the biggest in Chicago or in their city. I want to be the biggest like internationally.
Yeah. It's
Like
the goals are different.
oh, for certain, and that's not that's not a knock to anybody. I just want
Mhm.
more. Like I work entirely too damn hard not to want more, not to
That's right.
deserve more.
Look,
Like
Corey, you're not ordinary. You're extraordinary. Okay.
I'm a little extra, you know what I'm saying? A little extra.
Me too. Me too.
I'm a little extra sometimes, but no, like I take certain things so serious to the point where I'm at a place in my life now where I'm like, I can't. I don't know the last time I took a vacation. Like it's been years. I don't think I've ever
Okay, you
taken.
need to change that, Corey. That's a problem because you work
I'm
hard, so you need to go and play a little bit. I mean, for real. Even if
I'm
it's
not.
just going to the spa or whatever you do to relax, you need to go and relax your mind, sir.
I've never been to the spa, but I've paid for people to go to the spa. I've paid for I've done that, but I've never. But I'm working on like 2024.
Hmm.
Like even recently, like for the past like 30 days, like I've actually been doing a better job taking care of myself.
Good.
Like
That's
I didn't
good.
want to sit up here and I'm like every time I spend money, I'm always thinking about okay, what needs to be done, right?
Right.
So
Right. To get
recently,
that back and more.
yeah. So like recently, I went to Guitar Center and I just started putting stuff on the cart, and then I just scanned my phone, and I was like okay, and then
Corey.
shout
Right,
out to
right. Then you was
shout
at home like, let me get the calculator.
I didn't even do it. I didn't even do it. Like because thing is, it's like it always comes back.
Absolutely.
I've
Absolutely.
learned like when you move right out here, when you move with, I thrive off faith.
Hmm.
Like I'm not one of those people. Like when a problem comes on my desk, I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, "Oh snaps, what am I gonna do?" I'm not gonna like panic. I
Yeah.
automatically get into like solution mode. I get into okay, let's knock this out so we can get to
Hmm.
the next thing because there's a new day that's coming with new everything. So I need to go
Right.
ahead and knock this out now because the goal is to not only get to the top, but it's like to stay there.
That's right. To be able to maintain.
Yeah,
I-
like acquiring something is like the easiest thing in the world, but a lot of people have issues when it comes to maintenance.
Mm.
Like people
Ooh,
don't know.
look, Corey, they better get these gems that you dropping tonight, okay?
Like
Be a
go to the
solution-based person.
no for real. Like I don't like argue. I don't do the back and forth thing. I
Yeah,
like to stand on business, right? Like if the
right.
business is not handled, how can you have fun with if the business is not handled?
Exactly. Like, how are you at the club and you haven't taken care of your business? It's
You don't really see me at the club. Like I'm not a club. I'm gonna be real with you. Like I love everybody, and it's not a shot. But when I
okay.
look at local artists,
Let
I'm
me
gonna do
sip
that.
my tea wine.
Like when I see artists paying to perform, when I see artists paying to go do something every week, every other week, and there's no there's no follow up behind it. It's
Okay.
not I don't know where because you have the music business and then you
Mhm.
have like talent shows. So it's like if you're not getting paid to perform, you're really just showcasing your talent for real, right?
Right, right.
Even if you pay to perform, you're still just showcasing your talent. So
Yeah, there's nothing that comes after that.
yeah,
I've seen it. You see them
you
everywhere,
see
but
it.
then you don't hear them on the airwaves. You don't. There's nothing that comes from it.
And even when it comes to airwaves, it's like it depends on who is behind the boards on those airwaves because a lot of times
Hmm.
everybody's clicked the f up, and a lot of times you do have a lot of talented people, but they never make it outside of the city. They're never heard outside of the city because
Okay.
the gatekeepers aren't really outside the city for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I encourage local artists, people who spend money elsewhere to get a shot on another person's platform. I don't knock that, but I also feel like you have to really put that money into yourself.
Yeah.
A lot
And,
of
and Corey,
a,
I wanted to ask you, Corey, because with you just saying that in terms of if there's advice that you can offer for other artists, because me personally, it's I'm not an artist, but from what I see being on the media side of things, I feel like sometimes people are taken advantage of. They'll pay hundreds to thousands of dollars for exposure that's never really there. So like, can you speak to maybe the advice of how people can kind of help put themselves out there, without all of the extra hoopla?
Yeah, people need to apply themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like artists need to apply yourself, Smokey. Like, quit thinking of quit calling, quit trying to find a manager. Like, believe it or not, I still don't have a manager. I've never had a manager.
Okay.
I think I need a manager now because now I have enough stuff going on that needs management.
Yeah.
But you don't start off looking for a manager. You have to work your behind off to get to a certain point that somebody sees what you have going on and they be like, yo, let me manage you. And even when they manage you, they have to have connections.
Exactly.
More than you.
Y'all can't have the same connections. That's not gonna work.
Like people be having the same everything. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
like I used to work for the government, right? So I
Okay.
used to find I used to do skip tracing and find people that want to be found. So when I look at these things, I'm like, okay, I can see why everybody's always in the same rooms. Everybody's always doing and talking about the same thing. It's just literally a different year, but it's always the same conversation.
Okay. Ooh, Corey, you look. What you talking about over there? Okay, I'm catching your drift. Hey, Determined Radio, what's up? Fluent Radio's in the building.
Mel,
she said, "There's the man that put us on radio." Yeah. Look, Corey, and you putting the people on too. Yes, I'm here for it.
Shout out to Felice. Yeah, when I used to I had my own radio show back in 2018 called Ether on a Speaker. So like Felice,
I remember that.
Yeah, so Felice was somebody that I met during that time, and I knew that she had a gift. She and Stacy, and that was when I had pitched her to have her own radio show. They just made 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
That was just like
I'm trailing right behind y'all, Felice.
Yeah, man, like 5 years is a long time. There's people that don't even have relationships for 5 years. There's people that don't even work at a job for 5 years. There's people that don't even stay consistent with the things that they say they love doing for 5 years. So I commend anybody that works hard and sticks to things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she said he made us. Come on now.
Yeah, I just.
Corey, look, they trying to give you your flowers. Don't reject the flowers.
You know what? Thank you for talking about that real quick, because I had a revelation like recently, and the revelation was like I'm so used to sensing other people's BS that I don't take the time to smell the flower, my own flowers. Like I'm so used to like, okay, what's next? Like even with the fashion award, like when people come to me now and say, "Man, congratulations!" I'm in my head, I'm like, "What I do?" They're like, "Dude, you want a whole fashion award?"
You did do that when I told you that. I was just like, "Sir," I'm like, "You just the fashion awards? Like, what do you mean?"
I don't, you know what it is, Michi? Like, I don't want to sit up there and get, I don't want to get too settled and comfortable into my accomplishments. A lot of times people get like settled and get comfortable in their accomplishments to the point where it's like they don't really accomplish anything else after that, or not as great.
Right.
And they lose steam because they get comfortable. Like, whew, look at me. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm the same way, and I think that speaks to kind of like, I guess, the silent overachiever in all of us. We love you too. I love y'all too, Felice and Stacy. Shout out to EJ Lavish, everybody over there, the whole camp. Okay, orchestration.
All
but yeah, I you know what? You're not alone in that, Corey, because I also I describe it as like I'm always so busy trying to enhance or just build upon the things that I've already done. It's never enough. And I think that this year for me was one of the first years that I actually I said, you know what? I'm like, okay, girl, you've done a lot. It's time for you to just stop, take a second, take it all in, but keep going. So I love the fact that you spoke to that, because the type of people we are, we're all about leveling up and going to the next level, but we do have to stop and just say, hey, I've come a long way.
Yeah, I'm, honestly, like I am looking to live in the moment more.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to stunt. Like this year alone, like 2023, like it just, like once January 1st hit, like I literally have been hitting the ground running. You know what I'm saying? I haven't sat down for real. Like it's literally just been
on the go.
Situation after situation. Like I shout out to Miss Goodbar, Miss Goodbars, I should say. She's stationed in Atlanta. I actually produced a spoken word project for her, and she turned it in to be considered for a Grammy.
Okay.
So she didn't get the Grammy nomination, but I'm very certain we're going to end up doing it again for 2024, because
it's going to happen.
Yeah, like for sure. Like she hit, like we were supposed to, like everything was supposed to be turned in mid-September. She hit me up like early August. So I had to produce an entire album. And mind you, like I have never met her before, right?
Really?
She lives in Atlanta. Yeah.
Okay.
One of my old classmates reached out to me and was like, Corey, I need a beat. I'm like, all right, I got you. And then she was like, oh, my mama need a project done. I'm going to send you a number. And I was like, all right. And her mama texted me.
Immediately.
Hey, Corey. I think she sent me money in the first message, as a matter of fact. Like,
oh my gosh.
She's like, oh my God, I need it. I was like, slow down, you know.
right. Like we have not agreed to anything yet, but I'm going to do it.
We kind of did, but it was just like, let me, you know what I mean? Because I'm at a point now where it's like, if you want to book me for something, like I'm already getting bookings for 2024.
Right.
So,
Agreed. Yeah.
So it's like I have like 3 or 4 dates booked in 2024 already. And then like in December, it's like, don't call me last minute to do a holiday party. You know what I'm saying? Like
like we booked for that back in June. Okay.
Yeah. You have to, like, it's like that now, and I'm very blessed to say that. But the level of hard work is really mind blowing. Like I've never worked this hard for anybody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to do it for you though, Corey.
I work the hardest for myself.
That's right.
But I'm grateful because, I want to be able to take care of my family. You know what I mean? And I think one of the biggest things as far as me being an entrepreneur is, like my daughter. Yeah. Like a lot of people have to plan their children around their busy schedule. Mm-hmm. I plan my busy schedule around my child. Right. Like it means everything to me to get her to take her to school in the morning. Right. It means everything to me to pick her up from school in the morning. It means everything to me to make it to a parent-teacher conference. It means everything to me to chaperone those field trips. Right.
To be present. Okay.
It like so I think that because I've orchestrated my schedule around my child's, I think that's one of the reasons why God has been blessing me, because I don't put my child last. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like one of those things where it's like, I don't care how uncomfortable it gets. I don't care about any of that. I just need to know that she's good. Right.
That's right. That's right.
I've seen that God has like taken care of the rest per se. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, I see you, son. Let me go on here.
Right, like, let me sprinkle some blessings down now.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, all right, God, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those, right?
Yeah. And Corey, we love to see it. I love to see a Black father that is active. He loving on his baby, and just, I mean, and she is too cute. And you are a great father. I mean, like for real. Look, okay, for y'all fathers, let me look in the camera for y'all fathers. Corey needs to serve as an inspiration for y'all that's not doing your part.
Man, you know what? I think I'm probably, thank you for that, by the way. Yeah. I think it's because my dad is such an amazing father. Like I've seen my dad, that's literally what I've seen with my dad. Like I've seen my father always work hard.
That's right.
I've always seen my father instill great things into my twin brother and I. You know what I mean? regardless of how tough things have gotten, I've always known like, hey, my dad is here. I know I can reach out to my dad, even at the time I'm at right now in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad was like super strict when I was coming up, right?
Oh, you came from the strict daddies too, because
Oh man, my
when I tell you Zachary,
but you know what? I like my father probably has not whooped me more than 5 or 10 times in my entire life.
Right.
But I can remember probably each time he has disciplined me.
Yeah.
I could even tell you why he disciplined me. But it was one of those things where it was just like, I've never seen my father like lose his cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen my father be out here just moving around, just reckless.
Right.
I've never seen my dad crash out or put himself in position to go crash out for something stupid. I don't even think I've ever seen my father cry.
You said you never have?
No, I've never seen my dad cry.
Okay.
I've never seen my dad. I know he has before, but I've never seen him cry.
Seen it live, right?
Yeah. So it's like when it comes to me working hard and being the type of father I am, I'm feeling like I'm still trying to feel those size 12 shoes he wears, right?
Yeah.
And doing that because it is hard work.
It is.
About that, honey.
It is.
Can you get never mind, honey.
Look, she ready to play. She ready to play, Corey.
Yeah, she got her doctor.
She's like this. She's like, it is playtime. What are you doing right now?
She got her little doctor coat on and stuff, a little pink doctor coat.
Come on now.
But being a man first, being a father, being respectful not only to myself but to others, to my my child. Like,
that's right.
That to me is the foundation of everything else that comes. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And Corey, you're gonna continue to be blessed as a result of it. And I love how you said that you were, like how you formulate that around your child, because it's like it seems like that for you, everything is definitely falling into place.
Yeah, that's the way it's going. I ain't gonna stunt. I'm ready to get up out of Chicago for real because it's cold. And I'll be
Corey, you trying to leave? No.
You know what? When I do leave, y'all won't even know I left.
Okay.
Y'all won't even know I left. Because you'll still see me, but not. You know what I'm saying? You gonna see me, but
yeah, you won't be in the city. I respect that. I respect it. I do want to know, because okay, you have your album out, and we know that we can shop. We can shop your fashion line. What are some other things that are coming up? Because I want everyone that's tuning in, I want them to know how they can support you, and just what's going on, what's on the calendar.
Right now, I'm not gonna stunt. I have been really thinking about putting out a deluxe version of my album. I've been thinking about putting out more music. I have records that I've produced for other people this year, and I have records that I've produced that are dropping next year for others as well. But I think myself, I want to put out some more music. I want to shoot some videos, but I've also been thinking about the type of content that I want to put out, because I spend a lot of money on my music videos.
Okay.
I give me about 3-4K. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
and you can tell it's quality.
Oh, for sure, man. Shout out to everybody I work with. 4 Eyes Film. Shout out to what's my other homie name? Jesus Christ. Raw Ruler. I've worked.
Shout out to Raw Ruler.
Yeah, that's the homie right there, man. He actually shot a single I have. It's called Sneaky Link and stuff. That was a really cool video.
I saw that. I was like, Corey has played too much now.
That was interesting. I just, because I'm really at a place where it's like I think I'm gonna like show off a little bit more. I have a tendency of keeping so many things on lock and tucked.
Yeah.
And now I'm just more so like, maybe I need to get into a place where I kind of pop my ish a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should.
Ooh.
little bit more. Maybe I should show like, hey, this isn't just an internet thing, which it really ain't. I want people to see what it is in their faces,
in real
like,
life.
you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Pop your itch, Corey. That's what we doing this year and next year. You gotta pop it.
off eternity, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, first off, it's just this interview has been long overdue, and we could talk for 100 years, child, because we would have a lot of stuff to catch up on. But I feel like before you leave me, can you just let everybody know how they can follow you, or even if they wanted to maybe reach out to you for some production, like how can they get in touch with you?
So you can follow me on Instagram, which is Corey Ether, CoreyEther. You can follow me on Twitter, CoreyEther. I'm on TikTok, CoreyEther. What else?
I think that's everything. Look, I'm like, is
Facebook, find me, Corey Ether. And then you can also click the link in my bio on Instagram. You can check out my videos on there, and also you'll be able to shop as well. So the cool thing about my store is we have different payment options. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, if you
got the Klarna,
Afterpay, all that. You know what I'm saying? Because people get on there, they're like, "Damn, some nice stuff." And yeah, so if you can shop with everybody else, you could definitely shop with me.
Absolutely. Well, Corey, thank you so much for coming on the show. You have to come back.
Whenever you want.
Drop a deluxe.
Anybody that knows me, Thursdays it's like my that's like daddy daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was like,
I appreciate you making the exception.
Miss H.
Yes, look, we gotta say good night to our gal.
Say bye.
Bye. Bye. She is too cute.
Bye. Love you.
I just did.
Okay.
Well, Corey, y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?
So much, Michi. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye. Bye, Sage. Y'all, long overdue, okay? Y'all make sure that y'all get in tune with Corey Ether, okay? I told y'all I had a dope guest for you, okay? If you are just tuning in, what I want you to do before I take a quick break is to drop your business in the comments, okay? When I come back, I'm going to have tonight's Hate It and Love It, and, it's going to be much more not solemn than it was last week, because, oh, baby, last week we was talking about some stuff last week, but this week it's mostly some good things. So you all make sure you tune in. I'll be right back.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. All right, y'all, it's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
Hey, y'all, welcome back. Let's go ahead. It's time for Hate It and Love It. Again, drop your businesses in the comments for me, okay? If you have not done so already. I want to get in the comments really quick for everyone that was showing love. Shout out to Fluent Radio, Determined Radio. Hey, y'all. Hey, we got my friend Kim. She said, I just love a great father. I love a great father too. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my dad, okay? And of course, we got David tuning in from Cedar Hill, Texas, baby. So let me say, since my bestie is on here, it was so funny. We were cracking up. We were cracking up today. because I was telling her that I had a conversation with my aunt last night. Shout out to Auntie Tracy. And I was having a conversation with her, and we were talking about we got on the topic of like friendships, and we talked about a lot of stuff. But needless to say, I was telling her, I'm like, I have really, really amazing friends. I have amazing friends. All of my friends. So I don't want anybody that's tuning in. Y'all cannot get mad at me when I tell you all what I'm about to say. But my love it this week, Kim, my bestie, my girl. Shout out to my friend. I'm loving my friend Kim. Last week when I got on the show, I was telling you all, we were talking a little bit about just some of the things that had going on last week. It was a crazy ass week, needless to say. And when your friends just love you through it, okay. I am very big on in this season, y'all. We have been through so much in the last couple of years. I make it a point to give my people their flowers and to love on them. So to my bestie, I love you, bestie. Man, but we were laughing today because I told her that I was talking to my aunt and I was telling her how, like, I'm just like, we have been friends for 20 something years, like almost 20. We're gonna round it up to 20, Kim. But it's been, I think, oh my gosh, next year will be, Kim, how many is it? 18 years next year? Round up, honey. But I met that girl at White Castle in 2005, baby. We was flipping burgers. We had onions in our shoes. Okay. The trenches. Do you understand? And when you are able to have those friendships that can last you a lifetime, that is the love it this week. So Kim, my friend, I love you. All of my friends, I love you. It's my girlfriend Whitney's birthday. Shout out to the Scorpios in my life. My auntie Tracy is on here. I love her. Like, for me, I'm loving on my people this season. It's like family and my husband. I'm like, y'all know I love them. Y'all know I love them. But when God is able to bless you with additional people in your world that love on you and care for you and are there for you, it's an amazing thing. So, Kim is on here. Hey, I love you too, friend. And my friend, thank you to my friend. Don't cry. We did that already. We also discovered that we get to like giving each other our flowers as far as our friendships. And I'll be like, Kim, I'm like, I love you. Thank you for being my friend. I'm such a mess. And yeah, we discovered that it's usually when we're like PMSing a little bit. And that made us laugh even harder. Like, when I tell you all, I have laughed with my friend Kim, oh my goodness, until my tummy was hurting. Like that, just like that good old down home. We are laughing till we have tears in our eyes. I'm so thankful for her friendship. Like, even with everything that I have been going through with earlier this year and being down and fertility and all of these different things, get you some friends that's gonna love you through all of your seasons. That's the love it. Okay. They don't just love you when you can go out to the club or when you could do something for them or you got a service or you whatever. Like, these are your people and they love you through all of your seasons. So for that, I am thankful. And Kim, if I had flowers, baby, I'd be sending them to you. So I love you, friend. Shout out to Corey Ethan, my special guest for the night. I mean, that's the love. The love it for me is the fact that I met him in 2019 and to see how much he has even grown in his business. Like, I love the fact I don't have a lot of friends in media. I don't. Like, I have associates there that my people, the ones that y'all see me with, them my people. Okay. But to see his growth and everything and to have him on the show, a true blessing tonight. A true blessing. So I love it. Let me get into these comments. Auntie Tracy said, that's what it's all about. Get you some good friends, y'all. Kim, it's going to be 19, baby. When it gets to 20 years, we out of here. We baby, we out of here. Okay. We got to go to Cabo or something. We got to go somewhere. Hey, Lynn, she said, lifetime friendships are priceless. Absolutely. It just doesn't get any better than that. Y'all, these lashes be doing their own thing sometimes. I just don't even care. Auntie Tracy, she said, love you more. That's your extended family. Yes, if she would be my sister or my cousin. Okay. And Kim said, laughed until we cried. Yes. Oh, I love you too, friend. I love you too. Yes, baby, we taking a trip. We are outside. Do you hear me? I hated it this week. So I'm at work. I'm talking with my manager, and she's just like, yeah, Thanksgiving is next week. Thanksgiving is next week. And I'm just like, girl, what are you talking about? My hated it is the fact that I have been so busy that I thought that we had 2 weeks into Thanksgiving. I'm telling her, I'm like, yeah, I need to sit down with my menu and just figure out like what am I making for hubby and I at home. Cause y'all know MzMetchi get down in the kitchen for real. Like y'all might see me outside. I'll be taking my little videos of my drinks and my food, but baby, I gets down in the kitchen. And I think my macaroni and cheese is up there with my aunties. Okay. I'm the auntie that I have to hold up that arm because you know, for my girls, if you got a little bit of yah right here, you better know how to make some good macaroni, baby. And I got the macaroni. I have all of that. So I was trying to figure out my menu, and I'm thinking that I had 2 weeks. I'm like, next week, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to do what I need to do. And baby, she politely pulled it up. And I mean, I just was like, I told my manager, I'm like, girl, you are lying. What are you talking about? It's not Thanksgiving next week, child. I thought that we had 2 weeks. Okay. I don't know where my mind was. But needless to say, my hated it is the fact that it is next week. And let me tell you, Thanksgiving has caught me with my pants down. Because now I have to go and hustle and bustle in the stores to get my menu together, which I'm still over here like, okay, well, we know what we're gonna do. And MzMetchi, I don't like to do the turkey. No, I'm not gonna do the turkey. I'll do everything else on the side. I'm not doing the turkey. I'm not doing a big turkey. I'm like, there are 2 people in my household. But I love it because my love it for Thanksgiving is the fact that we're doing something a little bit different with our family. My dad wants to barbecue, but still have Thanksgiving sides. And I'm just like this. This is ghetto haberdashery that I'm all the way for. I am for the haberdashery. I'm like, so you want to do like steaks and stuff like that with the mac and cheese, the greens, the cornbread, the yams, all of that? Sign me up. What do I need? I love the non-traditional Thanksgivings. I'm here for the non-traditional Thanksgivings. I'm like, baby, it does not even have to be like that. I encourage you all. If you want to do a fish fry for Thanksgiving, it's about getting together. Because realistically, I know some of my woke folks that be watching the show, they're like, I don't even celebrate that. You're Black. How could you celebrate that? Baby, we are happy to have the day off. Understand? We're all happy to have the day off. One thing, it was not that serious. Okay. We're having a good time. But I love the non-traditional Thanksgivings. That has to be the love it for me this week. My hated it is I'm a little afraid because I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to get out here in these stores and get it together. Thanksgiving is next week, in case you didn't know. Okay. It's about getting together. Auntie Tracy said it's about fellowship. I agree. I just want to get together. What the song say? All I want to do is have fun with my loved ones. That's all I'm trying to do. Moving along. Another hated it for me. Now, I will say this. With my 9 to 5, I actually like getting together with my team. I didn't used to like it after, COVID had me a little bit afraid to be around anybody. I felt like everyone had the heebie-jeebies, but I appreciate it. My cousin, not you laughing, girl. She said ghetto haberdashery. Yes, girl, it is. I love it though. I love it. Yes, we are doing is our Thanksgiving this year is gonna be ghetto haberdashery, and we are just having the time of our life. So I'm excited about it. I'm here for it. But so I love to see my teams, my corporate teams. I love to see all of the people from our different regions. I mean, to get all of the badass people in the room that we run the high rise and retail and residential things. I love to see my team. But my hated it this week has to be in-person meetings that could have been an email. I'll say it again. In-person meetings that could have been an email are going to be that's my hated it tonight. While I love to get together with them, we have to make sure that we're not going over the same information that we went through before. And that's exactly what happened this week. While I had a blast seeing everybody. And you know what? The crazy part about it is that one of my coworkers told me, she's like, you give main character energy. And I'm like, what? I kind of like accepted it right then and there. But then I started looking into it a little bit more. I'm like, let me type this in and make sure that my coworker didn't shade me. Like, I'm like, did you shade me by saying that? Because whenever I go in, I talk to everybody. I don't care. Like, it'd be the quietest people in the room. I'm just like, girl, turn up. What are you doing? What are you talking about? But she literally told me that. And it cracked me all the way up. But I love getting together with them. But the presentation that we sat through could have absolutely been a PowerPoint or a PDF that was sent over to us via email. I hate it. Kim said it was a compliment. I ended up finding that out. I was like, okay, because like I said, whenever I go into the room, you ever walk in a room and you can feel how stuffy it is? I tell y'all, I'm real big on being able to feel the different energies and stuff. So I walked in, they like acting like they don't want to speak. I'm like, hey, hi, good morning. How's everyone doing? Hi. Y'all, I come in with my coffee. I have my bag. And let me tell y'all, baby, when I go for my in-person meetings, I'm gonna dress to the nines, baby. I'm talking about the face was beat. I like to look good anyway. But baby, when I go for the work stuff, I'm like, okay. They didn't relax the dress code a little bit. But baby, we sat there for about 3 hours for a presentation that could have been sent to us via email. I'm like, baby, I could have did this from the comfort of my home. Kim say I got main character energy too. I'll take it. I just wanted to make sure she wasn't shading me, because let me tell you, in the corporate world, they will shade you if you don't pick up on it, okay? Catch the drift. That's all that I have for my hate it and love it. I mean, a petty love it that I do have, if I could close it out, is that I love the fact that I have so many holiday parties that are coming up, and that my good old pals over at Shein have been taking care of your girl. Because let me tell you, I got holiday parties. My best friend Kim's birthday is coming up next month. And let me tell you one thing about my friend Kim. Over the 18, almost 19. I'm gonna get this back started. But one thing about Kim, she gonna celebrate her birthday, baby. And she gonna celebrate it at all times. So we just have to make sure that we are sexies for the guys, and baby, Shein does it for me every time. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this connection, but y'all already know the vibes. Like, we up in here, we having a good time tonight. But yeah, Shein, my good friends over there, baby, they get me together, and their shipping times have been impeccable. Do you hear me? Impeccable. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and tonight we have a what would you do, and baby, they are having a Thanksgiving crisis, so you definitely don't want to miss this. I'll be right back.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, and it is time to get into tonight's What Would You Do? Again, I want to shout out my sponsors. Shout out to Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and Paris Ice Bar, okay? And all my listeners that are tuning in from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and Houston. Houston, dog! What y'all talking about in these comments? What y'all talking about over here? Shein is for the win, baby. Always, okay? They are always there when you call. Always on time. Okay. Let me take a sip because tonight's What Would You Do? It is some Thanksgiving drama. Okay, here it goes. My wife wants to host Thanksgiving dinner this year, and I was willing, but then she asked if her dad could sit at the head of the table, say the blessing, as well as carve the turkey. I told her no. I'm the man of the house. It's my table and my responsibility to do those things, and no one is taking that away from me. She then told me that it's her family's tradition, that he's in his final years and we don't know how much time we have left with him. So I should let him do it, but I'm not willing to bend on this. So now our peaceful and happy home is filled with animosity and resentment. So I told her to cancel it at our house and we'll just go to our in-laws, but she's embarrassed to do so. I'm tired of fighting, her crying, and the daily arguments, but I'm not willing to bend on this. Am I wrong? You don't want her. Okay. You don't want her daddy to sit at the head of the table? See, I think for me, my thing on Thanksgiving is that by the time the food in a Black household is actually ready, I just want to eat. I don't care if I have to pull up a chair. I just want to eat. So for tonight's What Would You Do? Do you all think that he's wrong? You know, and what do you think he should do in this situation? Like, what would you do if you were in his shoes? See, for me, one thing, it was never that serious. It was never that serious. Auntie Tracy, you laughing, girl. What you think he wrong? So, you know, things always come down. Everybody always wants to debate on like who gets the first plate and do the kids eat first or whatever, and where does everybody sit and everything. Like for me, I'm very big on respecting my elders. Okay. So even if I am hosting at my home, I don't mind if the eldest in the house is there because it's a sign of respect, right? Like it's for me, it's not that serious. It's just not that serious. It's like, we know that you are the man of this household that we are over here for Thanksgiving. It's not that serious. So is he wrong? I don't think that it's a matter of if he's wrong, but it's like, are you petty? Hell yeah. You're petty, my guy. It's not that serious. I want to know from you all, do you think that he's wrong? And for those that are just coming in, tonight's What Would You Do? His wife wants her father to sit at the head of the table, say the prayer, and carve the turkey for Thanksgiving. And she also mentioned that he's in his final years. They don't know how much time that they're going to have with him all together. One thing I don't like is selfish, petty people. Don't be selfish and don't be petty. It's not a good look. It was never a good look. I feel like if the roles were reversed, yeah. Now, I'm very territorial as far as my kitchen is concerned. I don't like anybody playing in my kitchen. Like, I don't know why I'm like that, but I am. So for me, I would just be like this. I wouldn't mind if my mother-in-law sat at the head of the table and she, she sat there and she was comfortable or whatever the case is as a wife. But like, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would, if she would take over my kitchen. Right. And it's like, we just have that respect for each other. Like when I go, I'll help clean up or
bring stuff or help set up or do whatever the case is. But I'm very territorial about my kitchen. So that's the only thing. But baby, the table, I just want to sit down and eat. It's not that serious. Now, Auntie Tracy said, get somewhere and sit down. Let me go into Lynn's comment. She said, let the elderly man carve the turkey. The son-in-law can sit at the head of the table. That could be his last carving. I agree. I think that there are definitely some concessions that can be made. And the fact that it's just like you are allowing something to mess up Thanksgiving is a little bit crazy. Kim, can I recap? Yes. Tonight's What Would You Do? This guy, his wife is hosting Thanksgiving at their home, and she wants her father to sit at the head of the table, say the prayer, as well as carve the turkey. He told her absolutely not. And because she was not willing to bend on that, he says he's the head of the household. He's the man of the house. Because she won't bend on that, he said that they need to cancel it and just go to their in-laws for the event instead of actually hosting at their house. Sometimes men and women have to understand that it's the small things that really, really make an impact and can warm your spouse's, it just warms their heart. And I don't know, for me, I mean, I've been married. I'm married, and I've we've been together for a while, and I just feel like that if there's something that's a small adjustment that can be made, or any type of concession that I can comfortably make, where it's not compromising me, it's not harming me or hurting me in any type of way, I will do that if it's going to make my spouse happy. So it's like, for me, if he's just like, hey, you know what, my mother wants to know, can she lead the prayer and can she do that? Baby, I don't care. I just want to eat. Let me know if she's bringing some pound cake or some German chocolate cake. It should never be this serious. It should never be this serious. Auntie Tracy, she said, oh, well, you should honor thy mother and thy father. Right. And this is the thing. I understand, because I'm like, we the head of our households and stuff too, right? Like, we're the head of our households. But it's just like, I think that when you put it in perspective of that this is an elderly person, who may have some different things going on. She said he's in his final year. So I'm just like, girl, what the hell does that mean? But it's something that's very, very small. It's one day. You are the head of the household and you sit at the top of your table every day in your house. What is one day to keep the tradition? Or split the tradition. Like, hey, Pops, why don't you lead the prayer? I'm going to carve the turkey. Now, this is the thing. A lot of parents are different, because I'll be honest, the dynamic as far as like with my family, my dad is very much so, bless his heart, he is very much so a traditionalist. Okay. So he very much so believes like, hey, you are married now. This is your spouse. He is the head, all of that other stuff. Like, we're very, very, he's very traditional as far as that's concerned. So my dad, even if he came to my house and I was hosting Thanksgiving or whatever the case is, he's going to let Anthony do what he needs to do, because that's just his belief. Everybody has different belief systems. But I think in this situation, it's certainly some bending that can happen. Like, I don't think that he's wrong to feel that way, but I think that this is a hill he doesn't need to die on. Personally. Kim, you dropping the eyes emojis? Like, yes, sis. I mean, this is what's at play. So, in the first instance, sir, you are not wrong. I don't feel that you are wrong in this instance. You're not wrong. You're not wrong for feeling that way. You are the head of the house. You're the man of the house. And I'm not putting quotes on it to be facetious. He is the man of the house. However, don't you want to put a smile on your wife's face? I would be embarrassed too if I told everybody that they were coming to my house for Thanksgiving and then I reneged because my husband didn't want to. I'm like, baby, you can't let him just carve the turkey. Is it that serious? It's a turkey. If I were him, I would personally say, wifey, look, why don't you let your dad know he can lead the prayer and I'll carve the turkey, and let him sit at the head of the table. I would just hate for them not to do the Thanksgiving or for him to ruin this particular Thanksgiving. And God forbid something happens and God calls her father home and you have to live with that. People have to understand that regret is stronger than appreciation. Do right by people the first time so that you don't have to live with the regret should something happen and you don't get a chance to make things right, right? You don't get a chance to make that right. If something happens and her dad is not there, just like Lynn said, she said that could be his last carving. These are the times that we're living in. Okay, this is what's going on. It's ridiculous. Kim, she said the husband is madder as something else, and this is just a scapegoat. Ooh, Kim, wait a minute. Are we digging deep? Are we digging? Okay. I wonder what he's mad about, girl. Well, girl, you know, Kim, it could be a host of things. It could be a host of things that this man is mad at. But in my eyes, it's just not that serious. There are so many things that plague marriages and relationships and family, and gathering family is already stressful enough in itself. But when you add on the extra layer of pettiness, it's not a good look. It's just not a good look at all. Okay. A leader of things, ma'am. A lot, ma'am. Okay. In this situation, it's just like humble yourself, because at the end of the day, it's like, I wonder what's the state with his parents. What's going on with him? Okay. That he has to do that. It's just, some things are just, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. What's up, David? He said, facts, Michi. Sir, you already know. David, I want to know from your perspective, because you are a man. David has a family. He is a family man. Is it a big deal who sits at the head of the table when you have your in-laws there? Like, is that really a big deal? Because you know what? The funny thing about it is my dad liked to sit on the side. He don't even sit at he don't even like that. He got his one seat that he like, this is my chair and I'm sitting here. And we all just go and sit around him. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about seat assignments on Thanksgiving, baby. Do we have a seat? I have sat on the floor on Thanksgiving, Indian style, with my food and a ginger ale and been the happiest girl in the world. And we hosted at my family's house. Okay. Sir, you are the man of your house. You don't have to die on this particular hill. Get it together. Get it together. I'm going to let you all go ahead and drop your comments in there, and I will definitely read those. I'm going to, we just have to let this marinate, okay? We have to let it marinate like that turkey that y'all probably going to have to pull out and thaw for a little bit so it'll be ready in time. It's a vibe. You already know. I got to take a quick break, but when I come right back, we have tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. And baby, it's a new story that just came out that we have to discuss. We have to. Okay? I'll be right back.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other and build family memories we will carry with us forever. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. It's easy. Just put in your zip code to find family-friendly outdoor destinations near you. You'll also find guides to free activities, games, and amazing forest facts. Give the magic of the outdoors to your kids and reconnect with your family. Find a forest near you at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop.
Introducing The Roach Motel Ashtray, the greatest ashtray in the world. It's the ashtray of every smoker's dream. And the reason why is because it has a storage compartment with a lid on it, so you can keep all of your stuff away from the ashes. It's luxurious. It'll change your life. That's right, the Roach Motel Ashtray. And you can get it at www.roachmotelstore.com. Log on now and get yours today.
Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in on our live Facebook and YouTube feed, okay? It's time to get into what's happening, what's up. Now, look, I know you all just saw the news that broke today, honey. Today. I know y'all just saw the news that broke today. What y'all talking about in the comments? Hold on. Oh, David was coming. He said, it doesn't matter where I sit as long as I eat somewhere at the table. Come on, David. Now, that's from a family man, okay? Shout out to all my listeners that's tuning in from the Texas area, okay? Cedar Hill, Texas is in the building. Shout out to David. He is, oh, my goodness, just one of my faves. I love his commentary. Thank you so much for jumping in on the conversation. For tonight's What's Happening, What's Up, okay? Did y'all hear about the lawsuit that Cassie filed against Diddy? You all, I read some of the things that were detailed in the lawsuit, and oh my goodness. Y'all, Cassie was going through it. Now, she looked fly as hell while she was going through it, baby. But baby girl was going through it with Mr. Diddy Combs, allegedly. You know, we have to say allegedly, but I'm not trying to catch no cases. I don't know what these people are doing. I'm just here to report what's in the news, okay? There were allegations that she was forced to sleep with different males while he recorded. There was abuse and all of these different things that were detailed. And I'm just like, honey bun. And the crazy part about it was when they were like the it couple, everyone was just like, goes, Diddy. I mean, Cassie's living the best life and da-da-da-da-da. And for what she detailed in her lawsuit, she was going through pure hell and chaos over there. Okay, it was giving bad boy. It was giving death row. It was giving not a good situation from her perspective. And you know, the thing about it is, I was like, oh, Z with the T. Shout out to one of my partners, Z with the T. She said, she's like, I wasn't expecting that they were building up a surviving P. Diddy type of thing. And I'm like, Lord, don't say that. Don't say that. You know, over the years, there's always been so much stuff that's been said, and you just, you know. It's like the vibes that Diddy puts out. It's like, you know, it's one of those things where you would just never think that it was anything going on like that. A very unfortunate situation. So y'all keep Cassie lifted up, child. Okay. Now, moving along, Keke Palmer. Okay. She has been having a crazy last couple weeks. I mean, I remember I was on the phone with Kim and she shared with me this, everything, the story that broke out surrounding Keke Palmer and her child's father, the Darius Jackson guy. And it was very unfortunate to see, again, some of the things that she was going through behind closed doors. But she did score a win this week because it was just announced that she is going to be the host of the 2023 Soul Train Awards, okay? They just shared the announcement yesterday. And I just, I'm happy to see Keke Palmer continue the glow up despite of the things that she has been going through. I mean, baby girl has had it hard, but look, she got that Chicago in her. So baby girl's gonna always be a winner. So congratulations to her, and you all can catch her as the host on the 2023 Soul Train Awards. Okay. Moving along, T.I. and Tiny. Okay, this week they hosted a ceremony to open up their first affordable housing complex in their area. Okay, you all know this couple was no stranger from the bad media and press, you know, a year or so ago that they had going on. So it was really, really refreshing to see that they are in the midst of doing some super positive things to really help and build their community. So shout out to T.I. and Tiny and their affordable housing complex that they've opened. Okay. Now, where are all my Uber Eats people? Where do y'all like Uber Eats? you know, I try to bring you all the updates on all of the apps that's going on because, you know, I'm like, I need my people to be up to speed. I need them to be aware. Uber is going to be taking measures to crack down on fake complaints from users on the Uber Eats and the Uber platform that try to finesse for refunds. Okay. If you are an Uber Eats and an Uber finesser, you try to give a bad review and say, oh my gosh, this was so unfavorable. They're taking certain measures so that people who may not be bad and you just might be a crappy person, they're taking measures to make sure that they're protected and that they don't lose their privileges for being able to make additional income from the apps. I have definitely, I think probably one of the most ignorant things that I have seen in my time was I did see someone that was around me that, you know, they totally made up an entire lie about something in relation to their Uber Eats order. And I'm just like, but you did receive it though. That's a lie. You're a liar. You're a liar. You probably shouldn't do that. So I'm happy that they're putting those measures in place because I would imagine if someone is getting complaints and like, you know, it's things that are out of their control and they get their privileges stripped away, you know, I'm never trying to stop somebody's bag. I'm like, look, the driver was great. They just forgot my other sandwich. I've had real things happen, but when people try to finesse for refunds, it makes it a little bit challenging for them to believe the people who do actually have problems with their orders or have problems with the people that are driving them around. So shout out to Uber, and y'all better stop trying to finesse, okay? Where are all my Mob Wife fans at? Ooh, I know I'm taking y'all back, right? It's Throwback Thursday. I'm taking you back in time. So Renee Graziano, you know, she was one of my faves on the show. She allegedly has checked into rehab because she had after she had a drug overdose, y'all. Like, when I tell you, that broke my heart to see that story, because when I tell you one thing about me, I loved the Mob Wives. That was probably one of the last series that my mom was around, like when Mob Wives came out and when it dropped. I mean, when I tell you, when Mob Wives would come on VH1, baby, we were glued to the screens. I think they used to come on either Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. And you know how they switched it around? We were in front of that TV respectfully every time for every premiere of that episode. So I was really, really saddened to see that that she was going through that. So definitely keep Renee Graziano lifted up during this time. Somebody else that looks like that they need a little bit of lifting up too is Mr. Bill Cosby. So it says that he is in financial turmoil right now due to having to liquidate his assets and selling off artwork and different valuables due to civil lawsuits. Okay. And you all know, I mean, it feels like that every few months there's a new person that's coming out like, I have a story too. I've got a story about Bill Cosby and different things. Baby, he has had to start liquidating all of the stuff. I'm like, that y'all trying to run the well dry. Soon it ain't gonna be nothing for them to collect. Moving along. So y'all, Beyonce, where are the beehivers at? Now, I'm not a beehiver, but y'all know I like a little Beyonce from time to time. She is reportedly in talks for a Las Vegas residency. Okay. So for those of us that missed her on the Renaissance tour, we might be able to see her live, and she gonna perform all of the hits. Now that's something I will fly out to Vegas for, because if I'm gonna end up missing Usher. I wanted to go and see him back when the tickets were feasible. I probably could have gone when they were between about $400 to $600, but I will be damned if I'm going to be paying $2,000, $3,000, okay, for some good tickets, because I'm a little bit of a concert snob. I like to be in the front, but for Beyonce, I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get some good tickets, okay, especially so. Fingers crossed for that. Now, two other people that are going on tour that it's what's happening, what's up, but then it's not. Drake and J. Cole just announced some dates. And let me tell you why I have an attitude. You're probably like, Meech, but you love Drake. And I do. I love Drake so much. He could never do any wrong. But going on tour with J. Cole and not coming to Chicago, bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye. Okay? Drake, what you doing? But I read an article and they basically said that the stops that were listed for when J. Cole and Drake actually teamed up, these are locations where basically they kind of like got it in the mud when they first started and they never went back to visit once they became mainstream artists. Okay. So some of the people or some of the cities and everything that are listed on there, you know, they're the venues that were rocking with them before who they are today. So I respect it. I mean, it's giving a little bit of a money grab, but I can't be mad at anybody trying to check a bag. But yeah, unless they're going to be somewhere close, I won't be attending that. And I hope that they're blessed. Okay. But needless to say, that's what's happening and that's what's up in the streets. Okay. If you all know of anything that y'all want to talk about, drop it in the comments. I have to take a break really quick, but when I come right back, tonight's topic, we are talking about spotting and handling shady people, y'all. So you definitely don't want to miss this. Be right back.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
It's your girl, MzMetchi. I want to thank everyone that's been tuning in and contributing to the conversation tonight. If you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms. Just type in at the BP Media Co. and we will pop right up, okay? And of course, I'm just going to put it on here. Shout out to everybody that is tuning in on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media, okay? Let's go ahead and hop into the topic for tonight. Now, I told you all that we were going to be talking about shady people, baby. Shady people. How to spot them and how to handle them. Okay. Now, if you are tuning in and you're just like this, I hear the word shady, but it's just like, what does it mean? Let me give you all the textbook definition. A shady person can be defined as someone who is not fully transparent, trustworthy, or reliable in their actions and intentions. Oh, they often exhibit behaviors that are deceptive, manipulative, or unethical. These individuals may also be secretive or evasive, making it difficult to understand their true motives or character. The term shady suggests a lack of openness or honesty. And it often implies that a person has something to hide or is engaged in questionable activities. Did y'all hear it? Okay? Did you hear it? Shady people, what is going on? Yes, Auntie Tracy, we are talking about the shady people tonight. Okay, and I know, you know, shout out. This topic was brought to you. This was sponsored by Auntie Tracy. Okay, shout out to Auntie Tracy and all the Scorpios. Now, look, I want to give you all some tips. Okay, some tips from just from my research, because you know my aunt and I were talking about it, and I said, oh my gosh, I said, girl, this is just too good to not share on the show tonight. So I wanted to talk about and kind of break down some of the red flags of spotting somebody that's shady. Okay. This could be your significant other child. This could be your friends, your coworkers, random people on the street. We want to be able to spot them out. So here's a couple of red flags that I want to share with you all. And y'all tell me if y'all agree in the comments. Inconsistency in their words and actions. Okay, so this means that their actions are not aligning with what they actually say. Okay, step one. She said it could be anybody. Yes, shadiness and shady people, it could be anyone around you. I agree, Auntie Tracy. Okay, someone that's shady might avoid direct answers. Okay, so you ever like ask somebody something? Oh, baby. Look, and I ain't even gonna take it back to when we was talking last week about, like, I was telling you all about like the conversations, like the uncomfortable or the difficult conversations. A lot of the times I run into having some of those conversations because people are not truthful about what their intentions are in the very first place. Okay, you have to be clear. If you are not being clear, if you are keeping things in a gray area, or you just like it's one of those things where somebody be like, oh girl, are you gonna come and meet us for drinks? And you like, oh, I'm not sure, but you know that you're not going. You know your intent is not to go. The shadiness comes in when you just like, you can't be direct in your response. Okay, this is another telltale signs. Okay, someone who exhibits overly charming behavior. Okay, so ladies, I'm talking to y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick. The dude that's shady to you is the one that is just like, he love bomb your ass in the beginning. He'd be like, here's the love, here's the affection. Oh yes, feeling on your booty, all of that. Da, 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 da. And then baby, he just be acting like weird afterwards. Okay, it's the charming behavior. It be the girl that she all like, oh yes, I'm so into you, when you're spending money on her and taking her to the cheesecake factory, honey. And then she don't talk to you after you feed her. That's shady. Okay, she's being overly charming, like, oh honey, you're so nice, it's so great, oh my gosh. Okay, watch out for the charming behavior. Shady people are also those that are going to lack accountability, personal accountability. Okay, they will often blame others for their mistakes and they avoid taking any responsibility. Okay, another aspect of it is people that they gossip and they are shady towards everybody around them. Okay, if they come and they talk to you about them, they talk about you to them. If you get it, you get it. Okay, sometimes it can also be seen, another red flag, that they're secretive about their personal life. Okay, they don't let you in, they don't tell you anything, because it's like, why are you not saying nothing? But then they'll ask you about all of your stuff. Let me get into these comments. Auntie Tracy, what you talking about? She said, just keep it 100. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I agree. So, control issues, lack of empathy, gaslighting made number one on the list. Gaslighting and things appearing to be too good to be true. These are telltale signs and red flags of potential shady people around you. Okay, heavy on the gaslighting. They'll make you question your own memory or perception when they know that they are doing something that is shady or manipulative behind your back. Okay, yes. Lynn, she added, those gossipers, shadiness at its best. That part. Because see, you know, the funny thing about it is that I have, oh my goodness, back in my earlier years, because I mean, I wasn't always as refined. If I talked mess about anyone, I was always prepared that if I said something, I was prepared for if I got called on it. And you wouldn't believe, MzMetchi has gotten called on it a few times. And I'm just like, yeah, I said it. Because I don't consider myself to be a shady type of person, right? I'm not shady. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'll keep it a buck, okay? Yeah, I said it. Sorry I didn't say it to you first. My apologies. My apologies. But heavy on the gaslighting, okay? But now that I've shared with you some of the telltale signs that you may be dealing with someone in some type of capacity that is shady, okay? So this is how we are spotting these shady people out. I want to share with you all some tips on how to handle these people. Okay, these are some of the ones that I'm like, I gotta share these. Maintain your boundaries. Okay, if they are shady, you need to set a clear limit on what you will accept and not accept, and you need to stand on business. Me and Kim were just talking about this. Stand on business. Okay, stay calm. Gather information. limit your personal information, okay? Because the worst thing that you could do with a shady person is give them your information or your business, baby, because they're going to tell it. Trust your gut instinct. Like for me, I have definitely been around people and I'm just like this. As soon as I get up from this table, they are going to talk about me. They are shady. I can feel it, okay? Remove yourself from those situations, okay? Do what you can to try to avoid confrontation. Most of the time, people that are shady like that, they're a little narcissistic, right? You have to be able to just kind of boop, return to sender. Auntie Tracy added long-handled spoon, folks. Yep. Long-handled spoon. You want to disengage from people like that are shady in a safe way, where it's just like you protect yourself. It doesn't get you out of order. Okay. These are the things that you need to do if you are dealing with shady people. Okay. And I just really wanted to share that with you all because I know from where I sit, I run into a lot of things, and naturally, you know, I've shared with you all plenty of times on the show, even when I've done interviews on other shows. When I first started out, oh my goodness, the shade was so real. The shade was so real when I first started doing everything for the Blueprint. When I've had to move on from situations or different people, it would be people that I have helped and helped to build up. Baby, the shade is real. And for me, I'm very heavy on one of the tips that really stood out to me was avoiding kind of like the confrontation. Like you can acknowledge and kind of seek help and talk about it and talk it out. But when you are dealing with someone that is just like, you know, you like, I just can't, I'm not going to be able to have a conversation with this person. You have to know when it's time to move around. Okay. You have to know when it's time to move around. What did you talking about, girl? Haters. Yes, it is. Yeah. I mean, it's got to be a study. It has to be studied that shadiness and hateration and holleration in the dancery are synonymous. Okay. But those are my tips. If you all have any tips on how to spot or handle somebody that's being shady, make sure you drop them in the comments. Now, I have to take a really, really quick break, but when I come back, I have tonight's quote of the night, and this is strictly for my business owners. I really want to talk to you all tonight because I think we need it the most. I'll be right back.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live, girl, MzMetchi. It is time to go ahead and jump into tonight's quote. What y'all talking about over here in the comments? I think they are adding to tonight's discussion, okay? Yes, so let's go ahead and jump in. Now, again, I wanted to speak to the small business owners because I've heard some different situations from yesterday, spanning all the way through the end of last week, where different business owners and people that I know that serve within different industries, they serve their communities, they have been just done a disservice. Okay, definitely done a disservice. I had some, just some unfortunate things that they've had to deal with, and all of it came down to when they had to set those clear boundaries when it comes to handling business and making sure that people stood on their business, that they had contracted with them or whatever the case is, but and me too. I've also had to take this tip that I want to share with you all for myself. So here it goes. And if it resonates, it resonates. If it does not, that's okay too. As a small business owner, you have the power and authority to teach people how to value you and your work. So don't be afraid to do so. Those who appreciate it and understand its value will buy it, and those who don't won't. Okay. I know for me, and it's funny, my aunt is on here, and I was just telling her yesterday, I said, my skill set, what I do, the amount of time that I've had within the industry, all of those different things, I know my worth. And it's not just with business, I know my worth in all of the realms of what it is that I do. And there was a point when I first started in business that I was afraid to essentially value myself too high almost, because I'm just like, I don't want to be too unattainable. I don't want to be all of that. And now where I am is just like this. You have to come up here to meet where I am in terms of that, because it's just like this. Do you want a quality experience, or do you just want something to just say that you had something, right? You have to value yourself and make people put what you always saying earlier, put some respect on the name. You have to do what you have to do to make that happen. Okay. If you don't value yourself and value what it is that you do as a business owner, as a person that makes crafts, whatever it is that you do, if you are not valuing yourself enough to put boundaries and put things in place, you are doing yourself a disservice, and you are showing that they don't need to value you because you don't value you. Okay. So don't get caught up in the rapture, honey. Don't get caught up, okay? I want to thank everyone that tuned in with me tonight. Hold on, let me see what y'all talking about in these comments before we close out. Come on, she said true that. Thank you. Yes, I just try to give a good word to the people, okay? But I want to thank my very special guest tonight, Mr. Corey Ether, okay? Make sure that you all go and follow him and listen to his latest album, Resilient. Shop his fashion line, okay? Ether, he is just, the fashion line is off the chain, okay? And if you like bright colors and you like things a little bit like myself, you are going to love his fashion line, okay? So make sure that you all go and check him out. Follow him everywhere at Corey Ether. And I just want to thank everyone that tuned in and contributed to tonight's conversation. Boy, did we have a good time tonight, okay? And we didn't even have to put nobody off the live this week. Everybody came in and was acting like they had some sense, okay? Because that guy last week was tripping. Okay. But I love you all. And and if you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company and MzMetchi on all platforms. Literally type it in and I pop right up. Okay. Visit the bpmediaco.com or MzMetchi.com if you'd like to advertise with me or be a guest on the show. Okay. I literally have the link. You can sign up and be one of my special guests. Okay. I hope that next week, because y'all know I ain't doing the show, baby. I'm going to be somewhere sitting comatose with my belly, okay, with some sweets in my belly, okay. But I hope that you all have a beautiful Thanksgiving and that you enjoy this time off with family. And as we get ready to navigate and kick off the Christmas holiday, spend that time, relax, get in those pajamas, eat those cookies, girl. Do all of the things that make you smile next week. But if nothing else, be thankful and be with family, okay. I love y'all so much, and until 2 weeks from now. Bye.